I'm just fucking with you.
G'day, cunts, and welcome to another fisted full packed episode of Awkward Silence. We are very fucking happy to be with you guys again for episode number 11. Today, well, actually, I don't really know too much about what the fuck we're doing. Anyways, let's introduce the cast. I am, of course, the tribal chief of Awkward Silence. The Go to Jags YouTube, shagging off. With me, as always, CP motherfucking G.
Stretch
Master
your ass
Nickety.
wide. Sorry, I
Let
wanted to
me
do that.
finish the intro, you fucking piece of shit.
That's
You
how I
already
wanted you
ruined
to
the
introduce
you
me.
already ruined the song at the beginning.
I know.
Anyway, that guy, Chicago Sports Talk Michael, and Master Nicky the Draft Sensei. Now I know I'm gonna regret this question, but how are we doing today?
My tribal chief! My tribal chief!
I guess that's the new thing now.
No,
Like I thought we were just gonna, everybody was just gonna go ape shit, but then you guys keep saying my tribal chief, and it's usually CPG that says something stupid.
I'm doing pretty good. I just reserved my tickets for Lambeau Field this year for Week
Oh,
6 against the
exciting!
Jets.
I'm going to be going to Chicago. The Bears will be playing the Wall of Eagles.
Thank you for that, Nolan.
Something by Philadelphia.
Yeah. But what you call it? Mine have been reserved. I've been meaning to get to content lately, but I've just been fucking. I've had a lot going on, but yeah, I'm going to Jags and Cum Handlers game, Jags and Eagles game, and then the Jags and who the fuck? Oh, the Ravens.
I might have to drive up to Atlanta. I mean, I might go to the Atlanta and Bears game, depending how I feel.
Yeah. CPG, you going to any games?
I don't know yet.
Are you upset?
I just said I don't know yet.
You since I yelled at you, you've been kind of quiet. You okay?
I'm trying to let everybody speak, sir.
No, we want you
I
to
am-
shout
I-
out.
I
We
do-
want you to shout. You're allowed to shout out your randoms and shit. Just wait till I fucking do the intro.
I wanted you to introduce me as, and he will stretch your ass wide as CPG.
Okay, I'll do that. I promise I will do that next week. Just
You heard it
remind
here
me.
first,
Just
folks.
remind me between now and then because
I also thought you were going to do the countdown before you hit live, so that was my bad.
Yeah, because you're just like I forget what the hell you even said, but yeah.
I was saying whatever I said before we went live. I was saying I was just kidding.
That's all. It's all good, brother. We all do stupid things here and there.
I got a bad habit of cutting people off.
I know. You're cutting off the nature boy. Fuck, stop. Anyway, speaking of saying something stupid, that's where we're gonna start with our topics today. Now, see, if any of you recall earlier in the week, I forget what this guy's name is. Let me look because I have to pull it up because I'm pulling it up on Twitter, and you'll see why. Yeah, his name's Nathan McKinnon. Tweeted out Titans. Here's the exact complete. Now, mind you, this guy is not. I don't think he's. I'm not sure if it's exactly a troll account, but it's not verified. It's saying Titans. It's saying hashtag Titans players are clamoring for Malik Willis to start. One source close to the team explained the situation. The locker room never believed in Tannehill. They believed Marcus Mariota should start back in 2019. Now, here's the thing. If they didn't put the Marcus Mariota part, I would have actually believed that. But they did, so I was like, okay, this guy's full of shit. Now, with this being said, this one of the biggest scums of the NFL earth, this dumbass trailer trash hillbilly piece of shit who I wish somebody would Ryan Shazier him. Taylor, aka Trailer Trash Lawan, took to a fucking video on Twitter and responded to this account. Mind you, not a verified account, could possibly be a troll account. But this is what dipshit had to say about it, and this adds a little wrinkle to this story. So let's have a listen. Let's have a listen to this piece of shit, shall we?
Did you just say clamoring?
Yes, he did, dumbass.
This man's fucking up my Taco Tuesday. I'll be just a minute. Come on, let's take a walk. Man, you got me doing a little shit right now. On Twitter, trying to get everybody all in a fuss with your 400 followers. You did it. You riled us up. Get in here. I know it's a bathroom. Listen,
It looks like a fucking shack.
what are you doing? Everyone knows you're lying. No NFL player says the word clamoring. Fucking grow up, buddy. Do me a favor. Just let me finish. Because you need to hear this last part. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, now, let me put my absolute hatred aside for this team and this guy in particular, who I think the only player I might hate more than him is Galen. But let's put all that aside. But let's put all that aside just for a minute. Now, the fact that he responded to a guy who he, in his words, said 400 followers, that right there should tell you it's either a fake account or somebody that's not verified and just blowing smoke up their ass. It's Twitter. People do this all the time. But the fact he did this leads me to believe that he's possibly trying to do some damage control, and there might be some truth to that. Does that sound like that to you guys?
Quite possibly.
I don't really know. I mean, there's something going on in that Titans locker room that we don't know about.
I honestly think that the Titans are due for a much worse season this year than last year, considering all they lost. So maybe some tension is going on before the season starts.
It could always be the media trying to start shit too.
But that's what I'm saying. That account, you could pretty much, you would think they were starting shit, because like what
Exactly.
like I said,
it could be a media member's burner account.
Yeah, the dead giveaway in that tweet was, "Oh, we believe Marcus Mariota should have." When there's no fucking way that's true, because as much as I think Tranny Hill's trash, he's better than fucking Mary Blota, and that switch kind of saved their season. If you remember, that was 2019 when they got their asses waxed by the Chiefs in the playoffs.
True.
But yeah, there's definitely some dissension going on there in the Titans locker room, because why does this I mean, and again, ignoring the fact that I fucking hate this guy and that he looks high and he looks like he's in a shack, why go out of your way to respond to somebody on Twitter?
Some people are just that insecure. They think they're untouchable until someone calls them out.
I mean, a tweet like that should not have ruined your Taco Tuesday, in his words. And you know, Trailer Trash One likes extra cream on his taco because he is on his gay ass show Bussing with the Boys. This is the guy that told Jalen Ramsey that he was gonna suck Malik Jackson's dick.
Oh.
You didn't think I was gonna forget that? Like he said Malik Jackson called him the N-word. He's like, "Hey, I'll suck your dick." Like, something is clearly wrong with this piece of shit. So I mean, there's that you can take into consideration, but I don't know. To me, this just sounds like a lot of fucking damage control, and it's not unheard of. I mean, Wheelchair Wentz got thrown out of Indianapolis as soon as he lost to the Jaguars. Fucking rumor has it, like, people, they were too happy about Tranny Hill's playoff game.
I mean, it's hard to be happy about his playoff game. Did you see how he played? It was awful.
Oh, it was fucking terrible. I mean, it was one of the most satisfying things I've ever seen in my life, but to them, it was awful. But of course, you know,
like, how does the opposing quarterback get sacked 9 times, if I'm correct, and like you still lose to him?
You throw 3 picks and literally don't do shit with the ball and try to force feed Baby Huey when he was coming off a fucking foot injury. That's how.
He had
Like that whole, like that's more on coaching too. Like, well, I mean, Tranny Hill still was horrible, but that's a lot on coaching too. Like that, I thought that whole game plan from them was just shit. And their defense actually played good for once.
Who's their offensive coordinator?
Well, that too.
Because I'm sure Vrabel's not running the. He's not calling the offense. I'm sure.
Yeah, I would say so. But of course, their idiotic fan base, of course, is going to act like everything's okay and it's all right with the world. And this is just like, oh, it's going to be fine. But much like, and you know, I don't know whether you guys know this or not, but at my job, like, I have time and can listen back and forth. So I listen to these and look at the chats to see if like somebody cussed and like I didn't approve it or something like that. But some dipshit, God, I forget what the hell his name is offhand. God, what the hell was his name? It's some stupid ass Titans fan. But when now listen, on this show we objectively look at all the teams for the National Football League. I am the only person in here with a legit reason to hate the Titans. Everybody else, as far as I'm aware, is kind of indifferent to them, even though like they're a very unlikable team. But this guy had such a problem with you criticizing the AJ Brown trade. He said something along the lines of, "Look at our team, dumbasses. You don't pay AJ Brown $25 million. We're trying to use the money for Jeffrey Simmons." Now, before anybody
I'm
responds,
sorry. Do you want
to listen? Before anybody responds to that, okay? Not saying that Jeffrey Simmons is as good as AJ Lee was, like as far as talent was, but let's pretend for a second he is. Let's say, here's a better example. Let's say you got Warren Sapp and Jerry Rice on your team. They came from the same draft. You can only pay one of them. Everybody here, which one are you paying?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the one that's actually like more of a valued position, and that is the wide receiver.
Michael?
Agreed with Nick.
CPJ?
The greatest wide receiver in NFL history.
I rest my fucking case. So before you write dumbass, so that's what I'm saying. This is why I say these dumbasses are so stupid about football and think all is right with their team and all is right with the world. But if all is right with your team and all is right with the world, why is your Lombardi Trophy case empty? You fucking moron! You dumbass! You nincompoop! You stupid hillbilly piece of shit! Don't ever, like, seriously, Trash Show fans, this is why I don't give y'all life on my channel. Because you say stupid shit that doesn't deserve responses. Why would you pay A.J. Brown $25 million? Maybe because he's 24 years old and has been the best receiver you've had since Derek Mason. You fucking idiots.
Well, those stupid idiots drafted the guy that left practice early.
And plus, like his new contract with Philadelphia, he's getting paid less than Devontae Adams. He's getting paid less than a bunch of other receivers. He's getting paid less than Christian Kirk.
Exactly. Wait, no, he's not.
Is he not?
No, he's not. He ain't getting paid as much as Kirk. He's getting paid
25
more than Christian Kirk.
No, because Devontae's making more than Christian Kirk. And I know that A.J. Brown is making less than Devontae.
Well, Christian Kirk's only making $18 million. So AJ's got to be getting at least $20 million because that's what he wanted from Trashville.
Let me look this up.
Let's look. Yeah, somebody look at Sports Track because I know it's over $20 million. And you gotta look at the.
He signed a 4-year, $100 million deal, so that's $25 million a year.
Yeah, averages out to. Yeah, exactly. So.
Still less than Devontae Adams.
And the premium for receivers is going up clearly.
You can thank Christian Kirk for that one. I love you, Jagganoff, but like.
I don't care. If that had to do, like I said last week, if that had to do with what you call it, the Browns trading AJ Lee, I'm all for it. But yeah, clearly not on this right pair. Huh?
The Browns trading him?
I meant the Titans. They get Brown tight. Yeah, you know what I mean. But
the Browns did trade for a receiver, just not that one.
Yeah, Amari Cooper.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. You know what I meant. The Trashville, them trading him.
Yeah, we know.
But anyway, case in point, this dumbass really tried to say you're trying to play Jeffrey Simmons. Really? Because Jeffrey Simmons is that fucking valuable? No, it's because you paid Tranny Hill $41 million. You paid Harold Landry, who, if I'm not mistaken, this was his first double-digit sack season, and you're still paying Baby Huey.
And here's a list of receivers that are making more than AJ Brown on his new contract: Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, and Stephon Diggs. They're all making more than AJ Brown. You could have made that deal work.
Exactly.
What about DJ Moore?
I didn't see anything about that. I'm on Spot Rack right now.
He's looking on people who make more than him.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way AJ Brown deserves more than DJ Moore.
But not only that, it's the fact that whether you think he's worth it or not, it's like you in here as a dumbass Titans fan trying to play fucking damage control with me when most of your fan base even admits this was stupid. It was dumb. Just accept that we all make dumb decisions. Hell, I'm a fucking Jags fan. We've made plenty of them. But it's like I hate fans like that because it's like that's how their whole fan base is. It's like, oh, there's always a silver lining to everything. Bullshit. You lost your best player other than Baby Huey. There's no silver lining to it. Accept it. God, I'm all worked up. Oh, UCF, sorry, I was kind of on a rant. I didn't see you, bud. I think we're winning between 7 and 10 games this year. I think. God, he might have clicked off because I guess he thinks I forgot him. But anyway,
I mean, there's another topic that I wanted to discuss that happened last Monday.
I'm done ranting about these fucking moron Trashville fans. So, what topic would you like to discuss, Michael? And if it's feasible, I will listen.
Sasha Banks and Naomi walking out of Monday Night Raw.
Oh, cool! You saw CPG's tweet or message in the group chat.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're like scraping for news, so I guess we can spend a little bit of time on this.
Well, there is that one thing where Kelly Stafford, Matthew Stafford's wife, actually saw a quote that was supposed to be from Aaron Rodgers, but it turned out it wasn't.
Oh, by the way, Robbie Anderson changed his jersey number from 11 to 3.
Why?
I have no idea, but Kodak Black is the one that posted it on social media, which I also thought was weird.
Well, cool. The other piece of NFL news, there actually was a free agent signing today, and it was Jadeveon Clowney getting a 1-year, $11 million deal from Cleveland. I guess they really like him, and I guess it's a spot where he fits in. But I think for this guy, for Clowney to work, because here's the thing: Trashville tried to use him as their pass rush guy, and obviously was terrible. But when he's healthy, he's a good compliment. It seems like, because he was good compliment to Myles Garrett, and even though he was never the guy in Houston, when he was in that compliment role, he was a decent compliment to J.J. Watt. So I guess it kind of worked out for him.
Yeah, I'm on the record of thinking that Clowney's past the days of getting like long-term contracts. I think he's going to be getting 1-year rental deals for quite a while until he proves otherwise. But yeah, you can't hate this move from Cleveland. I was kind of shocked they didn't do more to get more help for Myles Garrett. So this was the move that I think was appropriate to be made.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he was out there this long because, like I said, he's a decent compliment. But also, I guess he bet on himself too, because maybe he was turning shit down because he got $11 million from Cleveland.
Yeah,
which I don't know, it's a bit pricey to me.
The rumor was that if he didn't go back to Cleveland, he would go somewhere in the South, close to where he's from. And I'm assuming none of those teams called him, so him and Cleveland finally worked out a deal. I'm assuming.
Well, clearly we didn't.
I wouldn't have been mad having him as a compliment to Brian Burns, but I'm not mad that we didn't get him either.
I just think 11 minutes. I don't think I would have hated it, especially if we're sticking him on the line. But I don't know. 11 million is a bit steep.
I agree with what you said. He's more of a compliment pass rusher than like the pass rusher.
Yeah, like he kind of.
He'll never be that guy.
He kind of fell short of being. It's kind of like Tyson Alualu, but like maybe a little bit better. Tyson Alualu fell short of being a top 10 pick, so everybody thinks he's a failure. But like, if he'd have went in the second round, he's a good ass player. Same thing with Clowney. Like, he's decent, but he's not worthy of a number 1 overall pick, especially one that had a draft that had Khalil Mack in it.
He's here's what I say. He is a Robin and not a Batman.
Right.
Yeah.
I believe you used that analogy talking about our receiving core.
What can I say? I love my comics.
You just love Batman.
No, I love comics in general.
Yeah. Speaking of Batman, well, actually, I don't think this is speaking of Batman because it actually has nothing to do with it at all. The rookie premiere was this week.
Oh yeah.
A few rookies were there.
Wide receivers there getting their picture taken. Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson.
Yeah, Trayvon Walker was there for us. For some reason, Devin Lloyd wasn't there for us. I feel like getting the sense of like how we feel about, like, I think people are excited for Trayvon Walker, but I think they're more excited for Devin Lloyd. So I figured he kind of been more of the feature.
Again, like, my thing is like, I think, my feelings on the Trayvon Walker pick compared to like how I would have felt if you had gotten like Aiden Hutchinson or Kayvon Thibodeau.
Well, sure.
Yeah, and I guess that's where that fan excitement.
I mean, and I agree with it, but I mean, still, Trayvon Walker, I think, is going to be a monster. Like, the fucker looks great. The fucker looks great. He looks like he's in amazing shape.
I mean, yeah, he's athletic as hell, but like, I just, throughout watching my film on him, like, I just didn't see any pass rush moves. It was just something that he wasn't asked to do very much at Georgia. So who knows? Maybe he does know how to do it. But like,
yeah, because for all we know, he could get there and have mean pass rush moves for days.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's a projection, and that's kind of dangerous to do with the number 1 pick. Again, just my opinion.
You're right, but like
I
as
heard
long as it,
Kyle.
but as I'd say as long as he gets at least 5 sacks this year and like he does everything else right, then it's a decent rookie season for me. I mean, obviously our bookend pass rusher is Josh Allen, so
And my thing is just like I also thought that Caleb Chason was a project player, and his development hasn't gone well at all either.
yeah, Caleb's just been a fucking disgrace.
Yeah, and I'm
But
just
there, but
wondering,
it's a
like,
lot.
you
But
took him. I'm just wondering because, like, you took him as a project, and like, it just leads me to wonder, like, should you still be taking projects instead of sure things? That's just how
no,
I feel.
I get it, but I think there's a hell of a lot more potential with Walker than Chase on. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, athletically, yes, because I think Jason is who he is. Honestly, like, if you know what I mean, I don't think there's a lot of development left to do. I think
He's developed. He just sucks.
yeah, like, I think he's a weak side linebacker until noticed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think he's a pass rusher. I think he's more of he's a very light 3-4 outside linebacker.
Yeah. I just like my thing is I think the pick's good. It's just I'm worried that like if Trayvon Walker doesn't get like 10 sacks a year, people are going to start flipping out about it. And I don't think he necessarily needs to.
Hey, dragging off.
What up?
I was wondering the same shit when I looked at excuse me, when I looked at the rookie premiere. I was wondering the same shit. I was expecting Akeem Aquanu to be out there because he's our first round pick. Nope, Matt Corral was the only Panther rookie.
Yeah, you just had Matt Corral there.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, Ike Aquanu wasn't there.
Yeah, all of our rookies showed up.
I was like, why just Matt Corral?
Oh, Veras Jones Jr. showed up.
Beerus?
Who's Beerus? Did you draft the fucking God of Destruction?
Yes, we drafted the wide receiver of destruction.
Wow, all those 200 yards caused a whole lot of destruction.
Yeah, he destroying a lot of shit.
Doesn't what's his name?
That motherfucker wrecking college football. Imagine what he's going to do in the NFL.
Doesn't what's his name on your team, Michael, want out off the Bears?
That's
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. That's what we. Oh yeah. That's the other. That's
That
the
was
other
fake.
thing we were supposed to talk about, but I couldn't think of it. Yeah, Akeem Hicks wants to get the fuck out of Chicago.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Robert Quinn. I said
yeah, that is who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you don't have Akeem
yeah.
Hicks anymore.
that came from a reporter that is news that has been bullshit.
Ah.
Oh, so it's
I saw you.
So it's basically a guy attempting to what the one guy did with Taylor Lewan and get everybody all riled up.
I think this is the same dude that said the Bears were gonna trade Khalil Mack back in 2019 for the first overall pick when the Bengals drafted Joe Burrow, and one of our
they could have been trying. Cincinnati could have just said no.
Yeah, but the reason why they didn't want to trade Mack back then is because it was like Ryan Pace's pick. It was like Ryan Pace's trade. So when we got rid of him, that was when we had the new GM, and basically he wanted to get rid of everybody that was signed / traded by Ryan Pace, which is why the Bears are top. I think they have the most money in cap space for next year.
Okay, but would you really have been upset if they did that? If that trade somehow would have worked out, and then Joe Burrow is your quarterback right now?
I wouldn't mind that actually, but the problem is, he did manage to go all the way to the Super Bowl without an offensive line, but I didn't want Matt Nagy to kill Joe Burrow.
True. Matt Nagy would ruin. Oh my God.
He fuck up a cup of coffee.
Still in Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes.
Like I've seen. Okay, let me give you one of his play callings that I absolutely did not like. It was against the Packers the second game. It was like 4th and inches, and the Packers were basically like up by like I think it was 7 or I think it was 14. Matt Nagy decides, instead of going for it on 4th and inches, he decides to punt it away.
Okay.
You punt it, and that results in Aaron Rodgers scoring a touchdown. So you just gave, if I'm, this is what Nagy did that I did not like. He went for the most stupidest play calls I've ever seen. I can even call better play calls than Nagy.
Where is Matt Nagy these days? I'm gonna look that up.
He's the quarterback coach for Kansas City now.
Oh God.
Well, at least he can't really ruin the Red Ranger because
Say a
he's
prayer
already.
for the Red Ranger, everybody.
And he's not going to ruin the Red
Come on!
Ranger.
Come on! You think Mahomes is going to listen to him?
I don't know. I just feel like he's.
I'm just happy we got
juju on everybody.
We got an aggressive play caller.
He's gonna Danhausen curse the fucking Red Ranger.
Danhausen.
Oh yeah, I'll never forget that one Monday night game. He actually spiked the red challenge flag at the referee.
Very evil, very nice.
Very nice, very evil. Ever that Danhausen. And that was football field fuckery. He wasn't in that match. That was Chris Jericho that did that. I love the commentators when they do that. Like every highlight of Danhausen, I see him doing the curse. They're like, "He's cursing him!" Like it's real. No, but I love Danhausen. Danhausen's funny as shit. Like his YouTube channel's hilarious.
Yeah, I was watching an interview he did last night where he was actually out of character.
Oh, you watched that?
Yeah, because I actually got to hear him explain how he came up with the entire thing.
That's cool.
He basically just kept adding layers onto the character.
I wonder what's going next because he's in a promo right now, or not a promo, an angle right now with Taz's son on AEW.
Who is Taz's, like his
Hook
storyline son, or his?
No, it's really a son. I couldn't believe it either.
Hook looks nothing like Taz.
I think Hook might have been a Dr. Klein victim.
They don't look anything.
They don't at all.
Most people at least look a little bit like their dad.
He looked. Taz's wife must have took a trip to Indiana because he looked a
God.
hell of a lot more. He looked a hell of a lot more than like Dr. Klein than he does Taz.
That's crazy, bro.
All right, and how about the segment that I had in mind?
Oh sure, Nikki. What is your? We're a half hour in. You know, we need some filler. Well, what is your segment you had in mind, sir? Oh wait, before you get to that, that's true. Nothing can be worse than that. But you know, urinating's a piece of shit that needs to play in traffic and get run over several times with the tire of a bus. But anyway,
All right.
what's your segment, Nikki?
All right. So the NFL draft for 2022 has come and gone. However,
Very sad.
that doesn't mean that my scouting ends right there. I'm always looking for the next big prospect for
Holy
the next
fucking
year.
shit!
I'm like fucking Santa Claus with this. I keep a list and I check it twice.
I thought you were just gonna say draft related content. You just keep on giving. I don't know. But that actually makes more sense though.
Yeah. But basically, I'm going to go through some of the prospects that I've noticed on college film from this past year, from players that weren't eligible for this year, but I could see them breaking out and entering the draft next year.
Okay.
Just a watch list of who to look for in this college football season.
Sounds sexy.
All right. And coming in at number one, okay, so I don't know if anyone knows this, but my favorite.
Are you gonna do like a whole TPS list type thing?
What do you mean?
Like, just go through a countdown of guys you're watching?
Yeah, I'm just going through a list.
Okay, well, just don't be as shitty as them because they're incredibly stupid.
Well, so
I
first
didn't
of all,
know
for
anybody
full
still watched
disclosure,
that.
I
And-
do when I'm bored, but yeah.
and number one, so one thing about me is my favorite film to watch is Edge film because
You like the rated R superstar. I'm not sure what that
I
has to do with it. I'm not sure what that has to do with this segment, but okay.
well, my favorite.
I was like,
So
oh,
I-
because you like the rated
I'm
R
sorry,
superstar.
man.
No,
There's a priest outside.
So,
I forgot
there
we were
was.
back to football.
so
Are you
my
high? Are you high right now? Okay, he might be, but anyway, go ahead.
So I like to watch pass rush film the most because that's what I did when I played rushing the passer. And one player that I've really noticed, and I like his film a lot so far, is Will Anderson Jr., the edge rusher out of Alabama.
Oh yeah, there was a guy named Willie Anderson. Didn't he play for the Bears?
I'm not sure. Well, he might be, but this guy plays for Bama, and he's the top player on my list of who I'm watching. He had 31 tackles for loss and 17 sacks last year. He's explosive, he's got really good bend, and he's really strong for a smaller stature. And he plays with the like his piss is hot inside of him.
Willie Anderson is very, very, very strong.
Yeah, and it's not unrealistic to think
Like
that
Razor Ramon.
it's not really unrealistic to think that he could be the number one pick in next year's draft, depending on who's picking. And then next we got the Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud. He had a rough start to last year, but he really put it together near the end of the year, and he's got prototypical quarterback size. He's 6'3", 215 pounds. Got a really good arm, good accuracy, and he's creative outside of structure. And I think he is the top. He's my QB1 in my very early scouting process for 2023.
Over Bryce Young.
Bryce Young is actually really short. I don't know if you knew that at all, but yeah, he's tiny.
I know he won. Is he 6 foot?
Let me look that up because I
How
knew he
tall
was
is that
short.
motherfucker? I know he wasn't that big, but I thought he was at least 6 foot.
He's 6 foot, but a lot of college football programs, when they give out that kind of information, he's actually shorter. They're just trying to compensate.
Oh boy.
Like if he was taller, they'd say 6'1".
Yeah, but wasn't that always the knock on Drew Brees when he was coming out, was that he was too short to play pro?
Yeah, but Brees never really had an arm. Bryce Young actually does. Brees didn't have the explosive arm. Yeah, he could throw far, but he didn't have zip on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Next, we got Jalen Carter, the defensive tackle out of Georgia. I swear, Georgia's defense last year was just phenomenal. And this guy attracts his share of double teams, and that allows the teammates around him to succeed. And he's kind of like Jordan Davis, except he
Not as fat.
actually possesses the tools to be a constant threat in all phases of the game. He actually has the ability to rush the passer, unlike Jordan Davis as of right now. Next, we got Jackson Smith and Jigba, the wide receiver out of Ohio State.
Wait a minute, what?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
It's like describing three people. Jackson Smith and Jigba.
No, it's okay. It's the last part of his name is spelled Njigba.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's okay. It's the last part of his name is spelled Njigba.
Okay.
like Njoku, but it's
So
Jigba.
is he one of the motherfuckers that's got two last names?
Correct.
Oh Jesus!
Well, last year he had 1,606 yards, and he's my wide receiver 1 right now. He's explosive, and he has the ability to convert at the catch point with consistency.
Jaguars, y'all need to draft this motherfucker then. Wait,
then
how
we got-
fucking tall is he?
Your parents can't decide on which last name they're going to use.
Well, a lot of players that have African heritage, they decide to also include their. It's a tradition for them as well.
I know. I'm just saying some people actually just have both of their parents' last names because both parents were too petty to pick just one.
Well, I know Maurice Drew when he did it. He put Joe. His name was Maurice Drew, but then once his grandfather died, he put Jones in there because that was his grandfather's last name. But it actually sounded better for him because you got the whole MJD name thing.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, he is 6 foot. Next, we got another wide receiver on this list, Keishawn Butte, wide receiver out of LSU.
Keishawn Butte.
Yeah, that's his name, Keishawn Butte.
He saw Butte.
Big
Good
booty
Lord.
bitches, big booty bitches, big
Woo!
booty bitches.
Now,
Hey, remember that for the draft next year. We'll play that song when he gets drafted.
Oh, we do. Oh, we absolutely are. We got to make sure we do it. Well, I don't know. I might be in Jacksonville next year, but I don't know. Me and my hotel will have good Wi-Fi.
He has insane ability after the catch. He's fast. He's explosive. He's also able to contort his body to prove elusive with the ball in his hands. Now, if he develops more as a contested catch threat while working on some of the drops that he had, I think he could challenge JSN for wide receiver 1.
Okay.
What about ESPN?
This
What
year
about
we actually
ESPN?
have a running back that could actually be a top prospect this year, and that's Bijan Robinson, the running back out of Texas.
Bijan Robinson.
Yep. Basically, he's what I would call a master of space, which appropriately summarizes his ability to win regardless of how much room he has to operate.
That sounds like anal sex. He's gonna fuck you in the ass because you love Jesus.
Next, we got Miles Murphy, the edge rusher out of Clemson. Now, between
Murphy.
Miles Murphy and several other Clemson Tigers on our early 2023 NFL draft list,
Miles Tiger.
this defensive front has the potential to challenge what we call the historic Power Rangers unit. Now, Murphy
Wait,
is
what?
the Power Rangers unit. Did you not hear about that?
No.
Power Rangers unit. It was the defensive line that dressed up as the Power Rangers for Halloween. The Clemson D-line that dressed up as the Power Rangers for Halloween that one year
The
when they won
fuck?
the national championship. They had one dressed as the
Mystic
Pink Ranger
Force.
too.
Mystic Force was a piece of shit.
No, they had one of them dressed as the fucking Pink Ranger.
Oh my god.
From
They had the
Mystic
Pink
Force.
Ranger, the White Ranger, the Blue Ranger, the Green Ranger, and the Black Ranger.
Jackson Mahomes is the Pink Ranger.
Hell yeah. He's the Pink Ranger of the Mahomes family.
But this guy is
Weird.
last
Hey,
year.
hey, like Michael Wood said, you're a part of the gay club.
Oh yeah, he actually is. He actually is. He posted his boner on Twitter Snapchat.
Why
Patrick
do you know that?
Jackson Mahomes did?
Yeah, one of
Why
the
do you
meme-
know that, Michael?
One
Yeah,
of the
why do you know that?
because one of the memes I follow posted Jackson
What
posted
memes are you
that.
posting? Is it Jackson Mahomes? Penis
No, it's
meme?
Ghetto Gronk. It's Ghetto Gronk.
At Jackson Mahomes' penis.
He meant a meme account.
Yeah, the Yeah, the meme account is called Jackson Mahomes Penis Memes.
I'm not even kidding. This dude literally posted his boner.
You're really not doing anything for this.
Anyways, Miles Murphy, he was practically unstoppable last year. He had 25 tackles for loss, 12 sacks, and 5 forced fumbles. He's 6'5", 275 pounds, and I think he has the strength to make an immediate impact in the NFL as a top-level pass rusher.
And this dude's a running back?
No, he's an edge rusher.
Oh. It's like, damn, he's 6'5" and a running back? The fuck?
No, I said he had 12 sacks and 5 forced fumbles.
Oh,
What
sorry,
running back does that?
I zoned out.
All right. Next, we finally get to Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Bama. Now,
Bryce.
he has really good poise for someone with his amount of inexperience. He did lead them to a national championship appearance in his first season as a starter, and he did show that he has the talent to be a top 10 pick. He's got a decent arm and the ability to create with his legs when things break down. But
Oh, I bet he does.
he is of smaller stature, and that might be a red flag for some teams.
That just added a different element to that.
Your mind's always in the gutter.
Of course.
Next, we got Michael Mayer, the tight end out of Notre Dame.
Mayor Michael.
I
thought that Georgia tight end was the best one.
No, but I like this guy, Michael Mayer, a lot.
This is your list. That's right. All right. Well,
Yeah.
go ahead. Tell us about the mayor of Michaelville.
He already has NFL tight end size, but he also lined up as a wide receiver for the Irish. He has the ability to contort at the catch point, which is just
body.
Which is just freaking amazing for a guy of his stature. And I think he's also a proficient blocker. He has the strength and some technical aptitude to also take on some edge rushers as well. Next, we got...
you must drink a lot of fresh, clean milk.
He needs some
Watch
milk.
the milk account come in here now that you just brought it up.
I wanted to. That's why I said it.
Next, we got Eli Ricks, the corner out of Bama. He used to play at LSU in 2020. He had 4 interceptions while allowing just 13 catches all season. But the thing is, he hasn't really been able to put it together since. Now, at 6'2" and 196 pounds, he has the size to be impactful as an NFL corner. He did transfer to Bama, which gives him the opportunity to join the ranks of highly drafted Crimson Tide corners. Next, we got Brian Breesy, the defensive tackle out of Clemson, coming off a torn ACL, so there may be some questions about why he's ranking so high for me. But during his time on the field, he was absolutely disruptive. He's 6'5" and 300 pounds, and he's got great length, and he's got the power to wreak havoc on his opponent.
It's about penis.
Next, we got Keely Ringo, the corner out of Georgia. He's coming in at CB2 on my early list, but he's hot on the heels of Eli Ricks. He's 6'2", 205 pounds, and he also has impressive length to be disruptive at the catch point. He's also a former track star, so he has better speed than Ricks. I think their clash against each other to be my CB1 would be exciting to watch this year.
It's going to be an epic clash.
Yes, and next we got our first offensive lineman on the board here. We got Peter Skoronski.
Outside.
Yeah, we got Peter Skoronski, the offensive tackle out of Northwestern. They're saying that he's more technically refined than Rashawn Slater, who also went to Northwestern.
They're producing some linemen lately.
Yeah, Skoronski has been their starting left tackle since his true freshman season. He's very technically sound, and he's also a fluid mover. but he is under 300 pounds, so he might be considered undersized by NFL standards. But I think that would work in a system that has a quarterback as short as Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Next, we got Malachi Moore. He's a defensive back out of Bama. He was electric as a freshman in 2020, but he was hampered by injury last year.
Wiki.
But when he's healthy, he's explosive and he's got really good eye discipline. He's always watching what the quarterback's going to do. And he's got technical excellence. If he can return to his very best, I think he can establish himself as a premier draft pick.
And he's always ready.
Next, we got Connor Galvin, the offensive tackle out of Baylor.
Connor's ready.
That's not Cody.
Close enough. He said CBG said he's always ready, so I had to throw that in there.
This guy's a fifth-year starter on an impressive Baylor offensive line.
He has a gigantic cock.
There's a clock outside.
Can you imagine if, like...
Wait, time out. Did you say clock?
He said there's a cock outside.
I thought he said clock.
There's a cock outside.
On the cut.
Knowing you, that wouldn't surprise me if there is a cock outside your house. Whether it be a chicken or a penis.
Who's Poke 443?
I have no idea, bro.
Anyways.
Just said hello.
Anyways.
I wonder if she wants me to poke her. I don't fucking know. Remember that was a thing on Facebook?
Oh yeah, you were messaging an Instagram bot.
What?
Were you messaging an Instagram bot?
Talking about when you were trolling that bot, man.
That was on Facebook dating. But anyway, go ahead.
This guy's 6'7", 310 pounds, and he allowed 0 sacks and only 2 quarterback hurries in 1,000 snaps. He's a smooth mover, and he's got really good anchor and pass protection. He's also proved to be impactful in the run game. He's just a nasty savage with the requisite athleticism to impact at the second level to help keep runs going.
And to motivate his gum-guzzling dreams.
What?
CPG, you being extra gay today.
Ha! Gay?
Next, we got Noah Sewell, the linebacker out of Oregon. He plays the game with a lot of ferocity. There's few better at laying a hit, whether in the run game or as a pass rusher. He's 6'3" and 250 pounds, but for that size, he flies downhill with amazing explosion, speed, and physicality. Now, if he can address...
God damn it.
Now, if he can address some concerns over his coverage ability, I think he could elevate himself up this list. He's just got to work on his coverage. Next, we got Nolan Smith, the pass rusher out of Georgia. He opted to return for this upcoming football season. He was eligible for the 2021 draft, but he positions himself as one of the top pass rushers in this year's class. He's 6'3" and 235 pounds. Now, this might be a tad small for teams, depending on the team that's evaluating him. Some teams that run a 3-4 might be more lenient on him. But that is pretty small for a pass rusher, and he does need to make some technical improvements to his game. Next, we got Trenton Simpson, the linebacker out of Clemson. He registered for 12.5 tackles for loss and 6.5 sacks. I think he's an early contender for linebacker 1. I think just calling him a linebacker is almost unfair. He's kind of like Isaiah Simmons, who also came from Clemson. He's really athletic, he's explosive, and he's really strong despite having a slightly slender frame. I think he has the making of being an all-around defensive playmaker.
PG.
What?
You didn't hear me about the laugh when you said slender frame.
That's just talking about he's skinny.
He's a skinny boy.
Next, we got Paris Johnson Jr., the offensive tackle out of Ohio State.
What the fuck, CPG?
No, that one's actually funny because Johnson is slang for penis.
You're 12 years old.
Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with him today?
Paris Johnson.
So wait a minute. Wait, what does this Johnson play?
Offensive tackle.
Oh, so someone else is gonna be. There's gonna be another big Johnson to be handled next year.
He's 6'6", 315 pounds.
Now that's a big Johnson.
Yeah. He's protecting CJ Stroud's blind side this year. He's also got really nimble footwork to be able to mirror even the fastest pass rushers. He played left tackle in high school as well, but he's more accustomed to playing right tackle in the college level, so this will be his first year playing left tackle. Next, we got Jordan Battle, the safety out of Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Also up for early candidate for coolest name in the draft this year. Jordan Battle.
Battle you.
There will never be another Smoke Monday.
True. A legendary name.
But apparently there's plenty of big Johnsons.
Now, he's put himself at the front position of he's put himself in the top half of my list here. He boasts size and an impressive athleticism at the position, and he's really experienced and he's very versatile as well, so he can fill a number of roles in the NFL secondary. Next, we got Cam Smith out of South Carolina. He had 11 pass deflections and 3 interceptions in 2021. He's got good size, length, and explosion to be a quarterback's worst nightmare. He plays the game with the same brand of physicality as some former teammates of his as well.
That include
Like J.C. Horn.
McGee, Jack Huff, and
Brandon
Ben Dover.
Joseph, safety out of Notre Dame.
You know Ben Dover?
I know you do.
Oh, he said you take it in the butt.
No, he said it there that he knows that I am aware of Ben Dover's existence.
I think he meant to say he knows you bend over.
No, I swear to God, I went to school with somebody named that at one point or something very close to it, and it used to kill me, dude. I was like, there's no way your parents named you that.
Nothing quite like Diego Faggot, though.
And let's not talk about Steve Kerr's son.
Wait, guys, stop. Let's talk about the Eagles.
There's no way Steve Kerr named his son Nick and didn't think about what that sounds like when you say it really fast.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
really
Steve
bad.
Kerr's son's name sounds like the N-word. There's no way he didn't do that on purpose.
Wow.
All right, I just got a few
I'm
more.
at a loss for words with that.
I just got a few more here. Brandon Joseph, safety out of Notre Dame, transferring from Northwestern.
Mhm.
He was touted as a possible first rounder for last year, but he struggled to make the same impact during that season that we had seen in his redshirt freshman season. But now he's at Notre Dame. He has really good athleticism. He's good at the catch point, and he's got a really good football IQ to be a playmaking force. I think he and Jordan Battle are in close company at the beginning of this cycle. Next, we got Jordan Addison, the wide receiver.
Wait, Jordan Battle's a safety, right?
Correct. I said Brandon Joseph was a safety.
No, I'm saying Jordan Battle.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I want the Jags to draft him now just because his name's awesome.
Jordan Addison, a wide receiver that played at Pitt last year, but he's in the transfer portal right now.
Shit, I hope he has bigger hands than Kenny Pickett.
Well, he had 1,593 receiving yards and 17 touchdowns last year.
So I'm assuming he does.
Yeah. He's also 6 feet tall and 170 pounds, so there are concerns about his physicality. But he did showcase that he does have really good route running and play speed to be a good threat at all 3 levels. He's down to 3 choices as his current favorites to play this year: Texas, USC, and Bama. At any of those schools, I think he can definitely make more of a name for himself. And last but not least, we have the quarterback that we all thought was going to possibly go number 1 last year, and that's Spencer Rattler, the quarterback that's now at South Carolina.
He's a cock.
He failed to live up to the QB1 hype from last year during a tumultuous season with Oklahoma. I think that at this point, I'm willing to bet on a fresh start, revitalizing his career. He does have a really good skill set that led to his ranking being so high last year. He does have a good arm, and he is creative on the run. But the thing is, can his talent and attitude be nurtured at South Carolina? I think that remains to be seen. And that's all the 25 that I have listed here.
Damn, we went through 25 people?
Yeah.
The nurturing will begin with Spencer Rattler this season for the Cox. Which, by the way, I'm not making that up. They really are called the Cox.
Yeah, the Gamecocks.
Yep, it's a chicken.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah. So that's what could be outside Michael's house.
A peacock.
On the cock.
Yes. Oh yeah. Speaking of the cock, should I? I guess I can announce this too. But since the WrestleMania show went very good for everybody that tuned in for that, we've decided collectively that we're going to do, especially with football talk at this point until August being deader than 4 o'clock. We're going to cover
straws for football content.
Do what?
We are grasping at straws for football content.
Yeah, we really had. Look what we fucking talked about this week. But yeah. So we decided that the 4 major WWE events we're gonna do live shows for. Like the next one up is SummerSlam, and I think that's sometime in August. Then the Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and then of course you would know. The SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. We're going to do this every year because the WrestleMania one went really good.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of wrestling, are we going to get to that Sasha Banks and Naomi?
Yes, Jesus Christ. Get to your fucking Sasha Banks and Naomi story that no one gives a shit about.
I mean, that was shocking to me when I heard about it.
Okay.
Can we talk about how the Usos won the tag team title?
I mean, that was obvious. That was obviously going to happen.
Why are they unifying belts when there's 2 different brands? Like, that's so fucking stupid.
Are we going to get Judgment Day versus the Bloodline?
You remember the Wyatt family versus the Shield? That's what it's looking
That was good. See, that was good.
Yeah, but I would love to see Judgment Day versus the Bloodline. I think that would be fun. Depending on who Judgment Day ends up recruiting as well.
Well, allegedly Tommaso Ciampa.
I swear, if they actually do get Paige, like Edge teased on his Instagram,
I might actually start watching it for Paige.
It's gonna be Beth Phoenix.
No one wants to see Beth Phoenix manly ass.
I don't either, but it's a way WWE.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, because you just care how she wrestles.
To be fair, Michael, you did also brag about how you've seen Jackson Mahomes' boner.
Yeah, that's there. And you keep beating this cum cookies joke to death.
I haven't even brought it up.
Yeah, today for once. Normally that's like every other tweet. Yeah, awesome kid, you eat cum cookies.
Awesome Kid got scared and he blocked me.
I know you're so proud of that.
Wait. How you saw my Twitter timeline too?
Yes, because I think you tagged me in one of them.
No, I didn't tag you. I only tagged Awesome Kid.
Yeah, I'm about to say, stop tagging me in that dumb shit.
I'm like, I know.
Cookies. I'm done, bro.
Hey, Jaganov, if someone offered you cum cookies, would you eat them?
Fuck no.
If I offered to put my foot in your ass, would you let me?
No.
There's your answer, dickhead. God. I fucking like I got a like as someone mentioned at the top of the show, I got a tattoo at the beginning of the show, and the fucking thing between the outline yesterday and all the shading today took like a total of 6 hours, and now I have to listen to him, which is almost as bad. Anyways, does anybody got something else we need to mention? We've gone an hour. Does anybody got something else they need to mention before we close out here?
I love you.
I love you too. No homo.
Yeah,
no homo, no mahomo, no mahomo boner, none of that gay
no
shit.
Patrick Mahomes.
No, he's all right. It's just his brother that's queer.
I meant Jackson Mahomes. My fault.
Oh. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is fine. I've said before, I feel bad for him because he's got to deal with a queer brother and a fucking raging cunt wife. I had the most epic tweet to that bitch too, because she was like, when the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock thing happened, like, you don't slap somebody. I was like, but spraying champagne on kids at a football game is okay.
Right.
That's like,
You slap anybody that's being
I got so many
cunt.
fucking retweets of that.
Imagine, did she actually respond to you, Jaganov?
Mouth.
No, she didn't respond to me. Why would she ain't gonna respond to me? Because she knows I'm white.
In your fucking
yeah,
balls.
but imagine her responding to that tweet. It's like, mind your own business.
I'll dick slap that stupid bitch. I'll
Have you seen the edit?
I'll cock slap her fucking teeth straight.
Have you seen the edit where he's
fucking
like,
ugly
keep
bitch?
fucking my wife's mouth?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Someone showed me a Melina face, and I'm like, that's an ugly bitch.
No,
you still fucker.
Did anyone see that edit of Patrick Mahomes' wife, like with her face through the door hole, like in that movie The Shining?
Yes.
Oh my god. I'd be so scared if she was like in the horror movie.
I would smash.
I know you didn't super chat me, Nolan, but this is definitely going up there.
I would smash Sindel. I would smash Sindel.
I would too. I'd fuck that old bitch. She's thousands of years old or whatever, but why not?
Please do not make Mortal Kombat 12 bad.
The Mortal Kombat games are never bad. There's only 3 that have been bad.
Oh yeah, I know. I
fucking
know where
Mortal
you got
Kombat vs.
that.
DC Universe, which is probably the only one you know of. Mortal Kombat
versus Cock and Balls was terrible.
Yeah, that one was terrible too. Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero was a piece of shit, and then Mortal Kombat Special Forces was terrible. But I am thankful for Mortal Kombat Mythologies because we got some great fucking videos from G-Star 321.
Oh yeah, there's a gay couple. There's a gay couple in the Mortal Kombat series.
What?
There's a gay couple in the Mortal Kombat series.
I have been through so much. I have seen every Mortal Kombat game and movie and lore, even looked at the comic books even a little bit. I have never seen this gay couple you're referring to.
Melina and Tanya.
That's like alleged from the fucking character intros in Mortal Kombat X.
Also, I tried. So you guys know what G Fuel is, right? Like the gamer energy drink and shit.
I don't think I've heard of it, but go ahead.
Get over here.
they have like different flavors, and like they had one that had like scorpion on it, and it's called Scorpion Sting. I had it today. It tasted like my least favorite flavor of Red Bull Yellow. I did
So
not
is this.
enjoy it.
Get over here.
What was worse, that or that jalapeno strawberry flavor from Rain?
Oh man, don't remind me of that fucking jalapeno strawberry rain. Fucking terrible.
Yeah,
Anything
like
with-
when I first tried it, I was like, okay, it's not bad. I would drink it if there's like no other flavors of Rain available to me. But like compared to some of the other great flavors that Rain has, like yeah, that's kind of dog shit.
They don't sell it anymore.
Yeah,
What
you don't really
about-
see it. I've seen it a couple places rarely. But you know what flavor
They
I
sell,
really miss
they
at
sell
Rain?
like
That,
they sell Red Dragon and like the watermelon one for Rain Inferno now.
yeah, I've seen both of those. The Watermelon Warlord, that's like one of my favorite ones.
See, I'm not a huge watermelon fan, so like,
I am. I'm basically black.
I'll stop. No, Red
yeah,
Dragon.
but it's that one. The sour gummy bear one, and then the rainbow sherbet. The rainbow sherbet's fucking fire.
That one's okay. Again, I really love the Red Dragon Inferno.
Yeah, that one's good. I mean, that one's good, but yeah, I like this better. Oh, but you know which one I've really missed, but you never fucking see it anymore? The
What?
carnival candy.
Oh yeah, the cotton candy one.
Yeah, well, it's like that should be one of their most popular flavors. Why is that not like everywhere?
I like the lemon drop one personally.
The lemon drop one?
Yeah, they had lemon heads.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen a lemon one. Yeah, you're not talking about cherry limeade, are you?
No, it's
'Cause that
lemon
one's
head.
good too, but
It's like it's yellow and blue. Those are the colors for it.
I gotta look that up now. Huh. But or maybe I've had it and just forgot about it. But yeah, none of the Rain flavors are really bad besides that jalapeno strawberry one.
Yeah.
And even that, like I said, if like there's no other flavor available to me and I gotta have one, then you know it is what
I
it
just
is.
want to know.
Happening.
Like, I just want to know who came up with the idea of like, hey, let's do watermelon strawberry.
It's like they had a quota for flavors. Like, all right, boys, we need another one. What's
All
What's,
right, boys,
what-
all right, boys, get the dartboard up.
Well, sorry to disappoint you, Justin. We've only had one Johnson joke, and that was when he was talking about that offensive lineman.
All right, boys, get the dartboard out. We gotta choose a new flavor.
Let's just put food items and throw fucking darts, and you know the first two we come up with, that's what we're doing. They landed on fucking jalapeno strawberry.
I can't believe they
sounds
added Jason
disgusting, but it'll
Voorhees.
probably sell.
Imagine putting Jason Voorhees in Mortal Kombat X.
I thought it worked.
I mean, he should have been a part of the series, just not as a DLC character.
How do you put Jason in the fucking Mortal Kombat lore?
Well, it's
We're about to get some Mortal Kombat fan fiction here.
I think I was always thinking about doing a Mortal Kombat what if Kung Lao was the fire god? What if Shao Kahn didn't kill Kung Lao? You know, I always wanted to do him.
Oh, yeah, he did in the new thing. I thought, well, if you were gonna say the Great Kung Lao, Goro killed him.
Yeah, I always wanted to do a Mortal Kombat what if series.
I've done a couple lists of Mortal Kombat. Like I did favorite characters and favorite female characters.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started about
The greatest character
They
of
had
all
they
time.
had Devora kill they had her. Did you like that?
I did have a least favorite character list, and she was definitely on it.
Oh yeah. Can I just mention how gross that was when she kissed Melina?
No,
The
and it really
greatest
wasn't a kiss.
character-
She was regurgitating some form of bug substance thing in her mouth that ate her skull.
The greatest character of all time is Bo Raicho.
Bo Cho defeats his opponents by farting on them.
Yeah, and in that case, he really does.
Oh yeah, remember
Michael was so fucking happy when I told him about when I showed him Bo Cho's fatality from Deception.
Yeah, and I kept tagging you. The only
Yeah,
way
that was like his thing for the next couple weeks is just fucking retweeting that. I'm gonna do this to such and such, and it's Bo Cho's fucking fatality from Deception.
And Jaganov said, "I'm kind of regretting showing him that."
Yeah, I really was, because like I'm one of the few people that bring up the 3D era of Mortal Kombat, and if I'd have never said that, he would have never fucking looked for it. Awkward silence.
Here.
Next, we have Bo Raicho, who's a fucking disgrace.
Yeah, that's another reason why I like Bo Raicho, because fucking they had we got some great bit content from G-Star because of that.
I'm starting to think that TTC's savior is Jesus.
Why?
We need to send Devora.
Because as soon as you see him, he disappears.
We need Devora to kill the rest of those TTC rejects.
Michael, you'd be one of them.
I have bug spray.
The problem is not the legit TTC people; it's all the random ass people from YouTube that have taken over.
Fucking.
You can thank Gay P for that.
Joe Walsh
and Mosh.
Man.
Remember when we would just have a few bad apples like Joe Hill?
And all their car does.
Joe Hill was hilarious as fuck, though. Unintentionally. He was unintentionally hilarious.
I'm a beat your ass, but pay for my plane ticket.
Oh, remember? He's like, I'm on here on my Nook.
Yeah, I don't have a camera on my Nook.
All dirt.
We were like, dude, whatever year it was, it's like 2015, 16. There's a camera on everything.
Yeah, there really is.
What is he doing on a Nook in 2016? Like,
I never once owned a Nook.
I'd rather just buy a.
We also told us some story about assaulting an old man.
Sexually?
No, physically.
It's still sexual assault can be physical assault still. Like, it's not like he did it. It's not like you could mentally, sexually.
Okay, would you rather me have said he claimed to have whooped an old man's ass?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That actually makes more sense.
How?
Because then you can't throw the sexual aspect in there, because you just said he assaulted him.
Why would you assume
there's
it
all
was
kinds
sexual?
of assault.
Why would you assume he sexually assaulted an old man?
Because it's Joe Hill. He's fucking weird. I mean, John Wayne Gacy
is an elderly man, though.
I mean, but still, you realize who you do this show with, and you realize the shit we say here.
It's an elderly man, though.
Me and Nick were having a legit conversation about football, and then you just came in like, it's about penis. So that kind of stuff happens here. So is it really that far out of the realm of possibility to say, when you say he assaulted an old man, that it could have been sexual?
Fair enough.
I know it's fair enough. I'm right about these things. That's why I'm the tribal chief.
My tribal chief.
My tribal chief.
Yeah, that's what we do now. Because, like, I don't know. Last week when you didn't do that, it all sounded normal. But last week it sounded like we let the fucking retards out of the zoo.
Well, we should do it in our natural speaking voices. It'll probably make it
God.
My tribal chief.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. When I was doing that WrestleMania Backlash, both Nick and CPG were on there at the end. He said Matt Riddle got
Bloodline
painted
match.
toes of glory.
Oh yeah,
What?
he kept kicking Matt Riddle kept kicking one of the Usos in the face with his painted toenails, and I kept calling it painted toes of fury.
Oh yeah,
Painted
did we? Oh
Fury.
yeah, we pointed that out on the WrestleMania stream that he had fucking painted toes.
Yeah, but I was
forgot-
like,
I
it's
forgot
still-
about
I think I said on his stream, I think I was like, it's
see,
still
that's
weird.
the
though.
see, that's the thing with these shows. It's like when you watch them back, you don't realize you say certain shit, and then you're just like, oh yeah, that was funny as fuck.
There's a priest
That's how I came across there's a priest outside.
There's a priest in
There's a Teletubby outside.
At your house, I'm sure
the
there.
hand.
I couldn't believe how plastered CPG got on night one of WrestleMania.
That was fucking hilarious.
I barely remember any of the.
I bet you don't.
So cold!
He's got a beer.
Stunner!
Cody's ready.
Yeah, like
Hey,
it's like why the fuck does he keep saying Cody's ready?
I want to give CPG a Stone Cold Stunner.
That fucking botched stunner on Vince.
Oh, that was great.
We should have our own finishing moves.
Stone
Mine is
Cold
the
was still having a good time with it.
Mine is the shut the fuck up, Michael.
and how do you do that move?
I don't know, just beat the shit out of you until you shut the hell up.
No, like Stone Cold was still having a good ass time, even though they botched the stunner on Vince.
Yeah, at least he stunned Patricia McIntyre. I wish he would have just broke his neck though. That would have been hilarious.
No, the most hilarious thing was freaking Wee Man picking up Sami Zayn and slamming him to the ground.
No, the best part about that was the fucking memes that came after it with the Gorilla Monsoon commentary. The irresistible force meets the immovable object.
Hey, listen.
No, the best part of that match, I lied. The best part of that match was the pyro going off.
Oh, that's the best part of the match.
Before the Stone Cold and Kevin Owens match, Stone Cold said a pretty funny things. You and your stupid haircut.
And he called him a sack of shit.
You sack of shit.
The Canadian sack of shit.
Yeah, you called him that. But we're going on an hour and a half. I think that's about all the time we're gonna take up for this. Nick, you had something in mind for next week, right? Why don't you tell the people what it is?
Yeah, I'm starting to gather more info on what I think of the rosters taking shape. I'm still working on the first couple of teams that I have, but I'm gonna start doing some power rankings pretty soon. Like each week, I'm gonna do 2 or 3 teams, and as we go closer to the number 1 team on my power rankings.
Yeah. Now, this won't be anytime soon, but after the preseason concludes, like we'll do some record predictions too.
Yeah.
Like I know Michael was trying to do that tonight, but like
Also,
we need to gather a bit more info.
Also, throwing this out there, should we do an awkward silence fantasy league?
We would have to have.
There's 4 of us, dude. We're gonna need some more people.
Well, duh.
The viewers.
If we could recruit 6 people, like we could do that. Obviously, I'm not in a fantasy. I have 1 opening for the amount of fantasy leagues I want to do.
Yeah, if we can get more than us to do it, I think that would be fun.
Yeah, we would need to get like at least 6 more people, preferably 8.
Yeah, let's get a 12-man league going. That'd be fun.
Yeah, definitely. And then we can broadcast the draft live on here.
Yeah.
Vantage
So if
Eli
y'all
Manning threw a
So if
pick.
y'all want a spot in our league, get at us.
Yeah, hit us up. Yeah, hit us up on Twitter. Mine, of course, is at Jagganoff. Everybody say your fucking Twitter.
At Nick Fargo.
Or better yet, comment it so everybody knows. Go ahead
That
and
is
comment
a
your Twitter.
good That is a good idea.
You see the dash beside my name? That is my Twitter handle.
I'll write it in there because I don't know. Some people are retarded. There you go. We're gonna put all of our Twitters in the comment section here, and once everybody does that, we're gonna get out of here. So can we make this happen, people?
Let me just get to my Twitter. Speaking of which, Elon Musk probably ain't buying Twitter anymore.
I thought that already happened. All right,
Nope.
CPGs is there.
Means apparently, like, his stocks have fallen with, like, Tesla and shit like that. So now he's like, I don't have the money to pay for it right now.
Well, I mean, is it for sale? Like, how much is Twitter?
Well, they're wanting 44 million initially.
Well, fuck.
Wait, 44 billion? Is it million or billion?
I don't know, but either way, it's a ripoff. But anyway, we got our Twitters in there. Just message any of us if you are interested in doing a fantasy league with us, and we'll pick the people, and we'll try to get 8 people. I am doing a buy-in league. That way, I know somebody. That way, I know just a $50 one. That way, I at least know everyone will take it seriously that signs up. But that's all the time we got for the day, guys. For CPG, for Michael, for Master Nicky the Draft Sensei, I am jagging off. Thank you for tuning in to watch this episode of Awkward Silence, episode number 11. We will see you back here next week for episode number 12. And as always, thank you, fuck you, bye.
Cock.